why are we not taught about parenting? Like, why? To whom it may concern, you people who organize these things we study in school, education, where we get to learn about everything, pretty much everything, and then you leave out this topic, the most important topic on earth. We are not taught how to raise our children. No, nowhere. And then we are responsible, meanwhile. We are responsible for how our children turn out. We are responsible for how our children behave. We are responsible for what our children know. We are responsible for their lives. This is such a big responsibility. You guys who became parents before us, why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you tell us? Why didn't you tell us, hey, you want to have children, but this is what you should expect. When children come, life is like this, things will be like that, they expect you to do that. I'll make this clear. If I had to do it again, if I had to make a choice again about being a mom, I would still make the same choice. I would still choose to be a mom because it's the most beautiful thing that has ever happened to me. Being a mom, it's something that you can't compare to anything else in this world. No. Being a mother, being a parent, it brings you so much happiness, so much joy that I don't know if you can get it from anywhere else. I don't know about that. Okay, so for me, if I had to choose, I would still choose to be a mother. But that does not take away the fact that we are not taught how to be parents. We are not taught how to be mothers. And we are expected to do all these things. We are expected to bring these kids into this world and take care of them and teach them things. Like, maybe when we were growing up, I remember we always had aunties around, uncles, and where, I don't know if they did help our parents. I guess they did. I don't know. But I mean, we probably have so many people to ask or to talk to or who can even come in and help. But being a parent here in the diaspora, being a parent in a place where you don't know who to ask, why it's even more challenging. I'm not saying that being a parent in Africa or back home in Uganda is easy. No, I'm just saying being a parent in general is tough. It is hard. But would it make a difference if I was back home and my aunties were around and I could go to them? If I had questions, I don't know. I actually don't know that. I know most of you will say, oh, there are books. I know there are books. But these books, I mean, kids are different. We also have to know that. I'm saying, whoever is responsible for arranging this so-called education in school, for arranging these things that we learn, please fix parenting somewhere at some point. I don't know what level, I don't know where, just fix parenting somewhere and tell people, hey, this is parenting. Give them all the best scenarios. Give them all the worst scenarios. Give them the picture of how a parent can be, of how, fix it somewhere. Let people learn about parenting. Let's have an idea. Let's find some answers somewhere. And then you say, I learned about that. Okay, it's not exactly what I learned, but it's close to that. Like how we are at work, when you're working and somehow a scenario comes up and you're like, we learned about that. So then you quickly will know or figure out how to go about it. But then this parenting thing, oh my God, hey, if I have to describe what being a parent is like, it's like going on a journey, not knowing how long the journey is or how far it is, not knowing when you will get there, not knowing what the obstacles can be, not knowing, how the journey will be in general. Because I mean, as a parent, you become a parent from day one. Not long ago, I went to visit a friend of mine who just got a baby, and we just, if you're a mother, every time you go to visit someone who has just had a baby, you just talk about your experience as well. It's just like that. So we're like, for a moment, we're like, do you know that we get pregnant and we are excited, and once you deliver your baby and you have your baby in your hands like this, from that first moment, you don't know what to do. You have the baby, you were excited, you were looking for, and then you have baby. You're like, okay, now what? It's that simple. That's how simple it starts, and that's how hard it starts. The first 2 nights, we all know that those first 3 nights can be tough. The first night, a baby starts crying the whole night. You don't know what to do. In that moment, you don't know what to do. Even the nurses, even the doctors who have helped you deliver the baby, sometimes can't tell you why the baby is crying. They can't tell you how to help the baby not cry, or how to keep the baby quiet. Nobody can tell you that. Nobody. You just have to figure it out in that first night, those first nights. So you can imagine, the journey starts like that. From the beginning, we don't know what to do. We don't know where we're going. We don't know where, but we are expected somehow to figure things out. And that's why I'm saying, for the new generation, let them know. Let them know. Let them have an idea on parenting. Let them know how tough it can get, how beautiful it is, most importantly. Most importantly, that it never stops. Parenting never stops. Even at my age, I call my mom and ask her certain things. Even at my age, so it never stops. My mom still worries about me. Let's be realistic. If someone told you to start a journey and you don't know where you're going, you don't know what the obstacles are, you don't know when you will get there, would you go? Even when we don't know what we're doing, our kids cannot know. Our children cannot know that we don't know. Because, if they know that we don't know, what will happen? So we have to act like we know everything. But we don't know. We don't know. We don't know everything. We don't know sometimes what we're doing. I personally don't. I don't know. My son thinks I'm Superman. He calls me Super Mama sometimes. So for him, I know everything. Everything. I can do anything. And I have to keep up to his expectations because he can't understand. But what I'm saying is, parents out there, just know you are not alone. If those times, I know they do come. Parents, mother, father, grandma, those times do come when you feel like you don't know what to do. Just know you are not alone. You are not alone. We all have those moments when we don't know what to do. We don't know who to ask. You are not alone. And if this makes sense to you, or if this will make you feel better, mother, father, any kind of a parent, just know you're doing a great job. You're doing a great job. And on that note, on this specific note, I'll thank my parents. You did a great job. We turned out just fine. To everyone raising a child, you're doing a great job. Thank you. When I say parenting, this specific parenting I'm talking about has nothing to do with what we call providing for our children. No, money, whether you have money or you don't have money, or whatever situation you're in, it has nothing to do with that. I'm talking about parenting as a process that we go through. That process we go through, bringing up our children. We are supposed to tell them what to do and what not to do, how they behave, how they go out there, how their life turn out. We are responsible. You can imagine carrying such responsibility and we did not get to learn this. Hey, aren't we super mothers or super fathers after all? I think we are, because I mean, I was brought up differently, in a different culture. My son is here, it's a different culture. We're not only about culture, it's a different world altogether now. Things are different. Things have changed. So I have to be up to speed and to prepare my son for the world that is there now. Prepare him for the world that will be there when in his time. Like, hey, you don't just do that. I know we've seen parents stressed, depressed. It's not that they don't like their children, but it's because they are overwhelmed. Let me say this, like every day when I'm on the street, every day when I go out there, when I take my son to school, pick him from school, or go to the mall, or just on the street, and I see a parent with kids 1, 2, 3, 4, I look at them with so much respect. I look at them with so much admiration. For me, those are like superheroes. I'm like, whoa, how does she do it? Like, and sometimes I want to stop and tell them, you're doing a great job. You're doing well. You've got this. Because I know. Sometimes when I'm here with my son, I'm like, and we have a situation, and he's a good kid, very well behaved kid, but those moments do come. And I'm like, whew, we went through that. That was, yeah. And I see a mom, and I'm like, how does she go through those moments with 3, 2, 4, 5, 6? How? That's why I say, for me, those are superheroes. They are super mamas, they are super fathers, because if no one says it, I'll say it. It is tough. Parenting is tough. It's not easy. It's enjoyable though, because when that situation goes by, and then the rest is like, heaven. That will be it for today. And if you're new here and it's your first time, thanks for watching, thanks for joining us, thanks for being part of us. And I will please ask you to subscribe so that you don't get to miss on our videos. Here we talk about it all, like everything. We talk about it, okay? We encourage people, we talk about real life stories, everyday life. We talk about life in the diaspora, we talk about it all. So don't miss, be part of us, and always share our videos, comment and like. Thanks for watching. Bye. See you in the next video.